My name is Jeffrey Zwern, and I'm the president of IDS Research and Development Incorporated. This video is copyrighted. This is the 2016 edition of NFPA 72, National Fire Alarm and Signaling Code. This is Chapter 10, entitled Fundamentals. Under Section 10.1.2, it states, "The requirements of this chapter shall apply to systems, equipment, and components addressed in Chapters 12, 14, 17, 18, 21, 23, 24, 26, and 27. Under Chapter 12 of the 2016 edition of NFPA 72, at Section 12.6.5, it states, "Monitoring for integrity shall not be required for connections to and between supplementary system components, provided that a single open, ground fault, or short circuit conditions of the supplementary equipment or interconnecting means, or both, do not affect the required operation of the fire alarm and or signaling system." This is UL 864, Control Units and Accessories for Fire Alarm Systems. This is the 10th edition of UL 864. Under Section 1.2 of UL 864, it states, "These requirements cover products to be employed in accordance with the following National Fire Protection Association NFPA standards." At letter I, it states, National Fire Alarm Code NFPA 72. These are the equipment manufacturer's installation instructions and setup guide for Honeywell's Vista 128 FBP and Honeywell's Vista 250 FBP. On page 3.2, it states, "Commercial fire requirements. For commercial fire installations, the primary fire keypad must be installed on panel key port number 2 and mounted within 20 feet of the control panel. External wiring must be run in conduit. Additionally, you can install supplemental fire keypads and devices on ECP port 1 using an ECP isolator to separate all fire wiring from all burglary wiring. See Figure 3.6. At Figure 3.6, entitled ECP Isolator Wiring, you can see that the isolator is in between the data bus and the burglary devices. It comes back to the actual control panel ECP port 1, and then all fire devices connect to the data bus. To the extent the data bus is shorted, it will take down the entire system. It will shut down everything that's in parallel on the data bus on the unprotected side of the ECP isolator. This is Figure 3.11, entitled 4-Wire Smoke Detectors. This is a schematic of how 4-wire smoke detectors are required to be installed on this control panel set. The positive of the ECP port 1 bus and the negative travel throughout the protected premises between the control panel set and where the last 4-wire smoke detector is installed. To the extent there's a short on the positive and negative, it will take out not only the 4-wire smoke detectors, but the entire fire alarm system will be rendered non-functional. This is a module 2-wire V-plex module for smoke detectors 4209U. Here we have the data bus connecting to the positive and negative, and then we have wiring going to the polling loop. You connect your smoke detectors on TB1. Again, to the extent there is a short on the bus from this module, it will again render the control panel non-functional. This is the 4204CF relay module at figure 3.21. Here, the data bus comes into this device, which with supplementary power activates the notification appliance output for both visual and audible enunciation. To the extent this data bus is shorted, it will take down this module and the entire fire alarm system. This is figure 1.1, entitled Isolation of Fire and Burglary Devices. As you can see, the primary keypad, which has to be installed within 20 feet from the control panel set, is completely isolated from ECP1. This is ECP2, and this is ECP1. Here we've got the wireless radio alarm transmitter in parallel on the data bus, the wireless dual diversity RF receiver on the data bus, and the 4204CF module on the data bus. All modules for the fire alarm system must be connected in parallel on the ECP1 unprotected bus. Therefore, anything that's connected here in parallel, where a short occurs, will take down the entire fire alarm system. There will be no enunciation on site, and the remote monitoring station will not receive any alarm signals. Regarding communications connected to the ECP, as demonstrated in the prior schematic, communicators have to be connected in parallel across the data bus.